Hey everyone. In today's video, I will rank each of the domain expansions in JJS. But before we begin, I have some news. My channel is going to do a giveaway at 1,000 subs. You can enter it by subscribing and commenting me. Without further ado, let's begin the ranking. The domain Malevolent Shrine consists of your opponents getting slashed constantly. Unless the opponent blocks, they will not survive the slashes. But even if they do decide to block, you can just use the rush move or fuga. But even so, some people can either kill you inside your domain, especially if they have ultimate, or they could by some miracle survive while blocking. Speaking animation-wise, the domain looks amazing, but in my opinion, the shrine could look better. Overall, I think Malevolent Shrine belongs in a tier because it's still slightly counterable.
領域展開無料空所
I can't say enough about Gojo's domain expansion. First of all, the animations are just so clean. The startup effects are purely amazing. And the big rotating eye in the background looks so smooth and polished. Now I know it sounds like I am glazing this domain, but hear me out. It is impossible to escape or counter this domain expansion. You literally get stunned to the point where you can't move in this domain at all. The only thing you can do is sit there and accept your fate of being disintegrated by a hollow purple. In my professional opinion, I will put Infinite Void into S tier. Let me say this about Idle Death Gamble. Graphic-wise, it is one of the most satisfying animations out there. I can only imagine how long it took for the developers to make this domain. The domain itself is absolute garbage. Before all of you guys get mad at me and start spamming in the comments, what do you mean Bacon you get the ultimate with the domain? Let me explain. I am only rating what happens inside of the domain, not before or after. So the jackpot ultimate does not count. I wanted to put this domain in D tier at first since the domain serves no purpose. But since the startup and the other animations look good, I will put it into C tier. Now when I was trash talking Akari's domain, that was a bit too much, but this domain itself sucks. And the animations are not even that good. The reason I say this is because what is the point of entering another person's domain, for example? If you enter Gojo's domain, you will be unable to escape. If you enter Sukuna's domain, you will be chopped up to death. And on top of that, when you infiltrate someone's domain, your health drops drastically. This quote-unquote domain is a literal death mission. I wanted to throw this straight into the dark pits of F tier. But then remembered that you can bring in other people, so just for that it will go into D tier. Moving on to Mahito's domain. This is my second most favorite domain visually, which in number 1 comes Hikari's domain, but that's off topic. Overall, this domain has a cool concept, which is the closer you get to someone, the faster they die. Is basically a game of tag in a nutshell. I like this domain, so I will place it into a tier.